Bookworms, this is Jessica with my September reading wrap-up. I had a good reading month. However, there's not one book in here that was rated 1 star. It was also not a spectacular reading month for me either, so it was in the middle of the road. 5 stars goes out to Long Island independent author Alana Giresi's Potholes. Now, this is a very intense story, and I can relate to a lot of this. Jill Singleton is a divorced woman who is in her 40s. She has a young son that's a teenager, and she's also a customer service representative. One day, while driving on the Long Island Expressway, Jill cuts off this white sedan accidentally, and she nicknames the person in the white sedan Blondie, who's like cursing her out and all that. Anyway, Blondie starts harassing Jill at her home, and Jill's very afraid. So she does everything to protect herself and her family. Blondie ends up being murdered at Jill's house in self-defense. Now, I think that this is a great story to read, and it's very realistic, and I like the fact that the author put little aspects in her life into the story, and I kept wanting more. So if you're interested in a thriller, check out Potholes by Alana Giresi. You won't be disappointed. Next up is Sister by Manette Ansay, which is about Abigail Schiller, who grew up in Wisconsin in a loving family. Her younger brother, Sam, disappears when he's 17 years old. Now, years later, Abigail is married, living in New York, and is pregnant with her first child. Abigail wonders whatever happened with her younger brother, Sam, so she goes back to Wisconsin to solve the mystery. I give this 3 stars. I thought that the story was okay, but what kept me really interested in it was the flashbacks that she had with her younger brother, and it was very sad too. Next up is the classic The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. We read this for my Discord server for my book club, Just Book Girls Book Club. I give it 5 stars, and from the minute I picked it up, I felt very drawn into the story. I felt it was very dark and very deep. And according to the First Amendment Museum, the reason why The Handmaid's Tale was either banned or challenged were for 3 reasons: sexual content, offensive language, and being unsuited to the age group. Now that I read the novel, I really want to see the TV series one day. I also read romance author Aurora Rose Reynolds' One More Time, which is about Aria Hart, who moved back to Ruby Falls after a terrible divorce. She's also a writer. One day she has a leak in her ceiling and she calls someone to fix it. Well, guess who comes knocking on her front door? Her high school crush, Tide Goodman. Tide fixes the ceiling and they spend a lot of time together. Now, I was originally going to give this 4 stars, but I didn't like the character of Tide. I felt he's too immature. And he kept saying throughout the book, babe, even when he and Aria were not together. And last, I'm currently reading The Secret Life of Bees by Sue Monkid, and I could see that this is going to be 4 stars. It's about Lily Owens, who lost her mom, and then her stand-in mom, Rosaline, insults these 3 racist people. So Lily helps Rosaline escape to a town, I think Turon, South Carolina, which holds the key to Lily's mom's life. There, Lily meets these three sisters who are beekeepers. Now, according to the University Daily Canton, the secret life of bees was challenged by a school in Texas because of inappropriate language, according to a National Council of Teachers of English report. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Bye, Bookworms.